If I see another post from students complaining about how strict their teachers are, but then 2 scrolls later it's some chaotic ass classroom, and students are complaining about how out of control it is and impossible to learn. So which one is it, hypocrites? Welcome to the Goomba Fallacy. This one's neat, and it's recent. You're gonna like this one. The Goomba Fallacy occurs when I observe an identifiable population. So in the case of the example, it's students. And I see students who are saying that teachers are too strict. They don't trust us. Classes are no fun. I don't want to learn there. But I also observe students saying that teachers are not strict enough. Classes are out of control. Where's the management? How am I supposed to learn in this? If I leave that encounter then saying students don't know what they want because they want it to be fun, but they want it to be strict, so which one is it? I'm making the error because I am assuming that those students are the same students and they all think alike, like a Goomba. This is extremely common on the internet, especially when you are observing something without being able to see the actual people. But it would be the equivalent of if this student needed to use the bathroom, but this student did not. And I reached the conclusion that students can't even decide if they need to use the restroom. Like, what's going on with kids these days? Obviously, those are different individuals, so to reach conclusions about students would be absurd. But on the internet, the lines get a whole lot blurrier because we don't always see the individuals. We see them as representatives of a group. And then when those representatives of that group are not saying the exact same thing, well, they're a bunch of hypocrites. And I'm not a hypocrite. I would never contradict myself or make foolish errors like those people do. Whew. Very easy way to remember how it works is to think of it as the Wang fallacy. Muhammad is the world's most common first name. Wang is the world's most common last name. Therefore, the conclusion a person could reach is Wang is the world's most common name. But it isn't. Even if those two things are true, they're being said, or in this case, they are facts, that does not mean the conclusion where you combine them into one statement is necessarily the case. There isn't a whole lot of academic discourse on the Goomba fallacy or the Wang fallacy, but it is interesting and it is absolutely an error in logic, no matter how documented it is. And I think it's neat, damn it. Have a good day.